Welcome back to NBC Update channel. Today we will learn about the gripping spoilers from Days of Our Lives for the next 2 episodes, packed with dramatic twists and shocking revelations that will leave fans reeling. In the tense world of family disputes and custody battles, Justin Kiriaka steps up with his sharp legal mind to guide Jennifer Horton through a tricky situation. As a seasoned attorney who's navigated countless Salem scandals, Justin lays out the harsh realities of courtroom proceedings, emphasizing how a judge might view stripping Chad DiMera, devoted father and widower still mourning Abigail, off his young children. He urges Jennifer to temper her ambitions with realism, painting a vivid picture of the emotional toll such a fight could take on everyone involved, from the heartbroken siblings to the extended Horton legacy. Yet, despite Justin's cautions, the air crackles with unspoken potential for confrontation, though Salem's storytelling rarely dives into full-blown legal showdowns, opting instead for heartfelt resolutions that tug at the heartstrings. This exchange not only highlights Justin's protective instincts, but also underscores the fragile bonds of the DiMera-Horton feud, where loyalty clashes with long-buried grievances. Meanwhile, Xander Cook's gratitude toward Brady Black hints at a deeper shift in his turbulent romance with Sarah Horton, igniting speculation about hidden motivations. Perhaps Brady's bold advances towards Sarah have lit a competitive spark under Xander, pushing him to rediscover the fierce determination that once won her heart amid their whirlwind history of betrayals and redemptions. In a pivotal moment, Xander reveals to Sarah that he's finally signed the divorce papers, a gesture laced with bittersweet resolve that masks his enduring passion for her. Fans can't help but wonder if this is a calculated ploy, designed to jolt Sarah into confronting her lingering feelings. After all, Xander's track record of grand, risky gestures has often turned the tide in their stormy relationship. This development adds layers to Xander's character arc, transforming him from a reformed rogue into a man willing to gamble everything for a second chance, while Brady watches from the sidelines, unaware of the emotional chess game unfolding. The shadowy underbelly of Salem's medical scene erupts with peril as Dr. Mark Green and the enigmatic Dr. Wilhelm Rolf embark on forbidden experiments in their state-of-the-art hidden lab. This marks the inaugural foray into high-stakes sci-fi territory for the facility, where cutting-edge technology meets moral ambiguity, promising breakthroughs or disaster could reshape lives. Whispers swirl around a colossal test tube harboring a mysterious figure, possibly a long-lost DiMera heir tied to EJ's ruthless lineage, evoking echoes of Stefano's infamous resurrection plots that have haunted the show for decades. However, the realism of actor transitions looms large. With Joseph Mascolo's passing, any revival would demand fresh casting, blending nostalgia with innovation to keep the DiMera dynasty's dark allure alive. As the doctors tinker with untested serums and volatile compounds, the stakes skyrocket, blending thriller elements with the soap's signature suspense to captivate viewers on the edge of their seats. Allergic chaos descends when Rachel Black, ever the scheming teen with a vendetta, turns her sights on Sarah in a calculated act of sabotage. Fueled by her desire for her parents, Brady and Cristento reunite now that Kristen's free from prison, Rachel resorts to ruthless tactics, deliberately exposing Sarah to her severe nut allergy during a seemingly innocent encounter. As Sarah collapses, wheezing in the throes of anaphylaxis, Brady's fury erupts, demanding answers from his daughter about her malicious ploy, which could unravel family ties in irreversible ways. The scene pulses with raw emotion, showcasing Rachel's manipulative prowess inherited from her DiMera roots, while Sarah's vulnerability highlights the dangers lurking in everyday interactions. Kayla Johnson, ever vigilant, steps in with her diagnostic expertise, her suspicions quickly zeroing in on EJ's involvement, tying the medical mishap to broader conspiracies involving diverted funds and illicit research. Kayla's probe deepens as she uncovers threads leading to the clandestine lab's operations, questioning the shadowy funding streams that empower such dangerous pursuits. With her background in hospital administration and personal brushes with Salem's elite, Kayla pieces together clues about embezzled resources funneled into Rolf's experiments, potentially implicating powerful figures like EJ in a web of corruption. This investigation not only amplifies the episode's intrigue, but also explores themes of accountability in a town where science often blurs ethical lines, forcing Kayla to confront alliances that could cost her dearly. Her determination promises ripple effects across storylines as the lab's secrets threaten to expose vulnerabilities in the fabric of Salem's power structure. Amid the drama, Aaron Green emerges as a beacon of hope for Sophia Choi, venturing into Bayview's confines to rescue her from psychological turmoil. As a compassionate figure driven by unresolved connections, Aaron's arrival stirs questions about Sophia's lingering amnesia. Will fragmented memories resurface in his presence, or deepen her isolation? This subplot weaves in elements of redemption and reconnection, contrasting the show's darker tones with tender moments of human resilience. As Aaron navigates institutional barriers to reach the woman he once knew, their potential reunion could unlock pivotal revelations about past events, enriching Sophia's arc and highlighting Bayview's role as a pressure cooker for emotional reckonings. Chad DiMera finds solace in unexpected counsel from Jeremy Horton, whose insights as Thomas's teacher offer a fresh lens on fatherhood amid grief. Jeremy, drawing from classroom observations of Thomas's quiet struggles, might advise Chad to extend an olive branch to Jennifer, perhaps suggesting shared custody as a bridge to healing rather than division. This guidance humanizes Chad's journey, revealing nuances in his parenting style shaped by loss, and could foster unlikely alliances in the Horton-DiMera rift. Trevor Donovan's portrayal infuses Jeremy with relatable wisdom, turning a simple conversation into a cornerstone for Chad's emotional growth, emphasizing how everyday roles like teaching can influence profound family dynamics. Kat and Rafe sleuthing hits roadblocks as they probe EJ's secretive lab activities, tracing the illicit money trail that sustains its operations. Dodging surveillance and cryptic warnings, the duo uncovers hints of international backers propping up the project, blending action with intrigue in classic soap fashion. Their partnership crackles with tension, as personal stakes, Rafe's protective instincts, and Kat's insider knowledge clash against EJ's formidable defenses, setting the stage for explosive confrontations that could dismantle the DiMera empire from within. On Thursday, Rachel's assault on Sarah intensifies, leveraging her cunning to eliminate rivals in Brady's affections. With Kristen back in play, Rachel's schemes escalate, deploying a deceptive ruse that exploits Sarah's allergies to dramatic effect, aiming to clear the path for parental reconciliation. This bold move cements Rachel's status as a formidable antagonist, her youthful audacity driving plot momentum while exploring the corrosive impact of family loyalty twisted into sabotage. As the dust settles from the allergic ordeal, the fallout promises to redefine relationships, leaving Salem's interconnected lives forever altered by one teen's desperate gambit. These spoilers tease a whirlwind of emotion and suspense, ensuring Days of Our Lives delivers its hallmark blend of heartbreak, science fiction, and redemption that keeps audiences hooked episode after episode. Part 2, Wednesday in Salem. Quiet confessions, deep affection, and a sudden moment of danger. Wednesday's episode opened with a calm, almost peaceful scene, Salem's town square in the early morning, the place where people stop for coffee, chat with friends, or simply enjoy the fresh air. Yet as longtime viewers know, Salem's tranquility never lasts long. Every corner holds its own secrets, its own tensions, its own quiet storms waiting to unfold. Chad and the suspicious phone activity. In one corner of the square, Leo happened upon Chad, who was focused intently on his phone. At first, Leo assumed Chad was checking the news or dealing with work. But when he leaned in for a closer look, he froze. Chad was on a dating app. Never one to miss an opportunity, Leo immediately insisted on reading Chad's dating profile. Within seconds, he declared it elevator music, bland and far too polite to catch anyone's attention. Chad didn't deny it. His profile reflected his cautious nature, quiet, steady, and perhaps more lonely than he allowed himself to admit. Leo, with his dramatic flair and sharp tongue, quickly pulled up a chair and offered to fix it. Of course, everyone knows Leo never does anything halfway. He added bold lines, playful exaggerations, and descriptions that sparkled, some true, some less so. Chad could only shake his head, resigned. But he didn't stop Leo. It all felt harmless enough, though none of them realized how the day would twist from here. Leo and Javi, from curiosity to belonging. Later, back home, Leo opened his laptop and tried to piece together clues about the DiMera's disappearance. He leaned forward, ready to dive deep into the mystery, until Javi's unexpected kiss on his neck made every thought evaporate. For most of his life, Leo used humor to protect himself, hiding his vulnerable side behind witty remarks. But Javi had a way of reaching the heart Leo kept guarded. Javi's voice, low and warm, made Leo feel seen in a way he never had before. As the night settled in, the two lay together under a soft blanket. Leo whispered that, For the first time in his life, he felt like he truly belonged somewhere with someone. A family. A home. Javi tightened his hand around Leo's and responded with quiet certainty. "You're my everything." No music. No dramatic lighting. Just two human beings listening to each other breathe a mature, steady, deeply rooted kind of love. Kat faces a quiet moment of danger. Elsewhere in the square, Kat was busy replying to a text message. What began as a calm moment quickly turned into something far more frightening. Liam, a young man with tired eyes and a worn-down look, drifted close. Spotting Kat's wallet in her bag, he acted on impulse. But before his fingers could reach it, Kat reacted. She spun around, blocked his hand, and during the brief struggle, Liam's wrist bent and he cried out. Startled and desperate, Liam tried to flee, but Abe stepped into his path, stopping him instantly. The conversation that followed was tense, but remarkably human. Liam admitted that he acted out of fear and hunger. He had a small child at home who needed food. He begged Abe not to send him back to prison. If he returned, his child would suffer even more. Kat pointed out that Liam had never actually taken her wallet. Abe considered everything carefully, then, with his usual moral grounding, chose compassion. He warned Liam, firmly but kindly, and then reached into his own pocket. He handed Liam money and urged him to take his child out for a real meal. Liam's voice trembled as he tried to refuse, but Abe insisted. Use it for the right reason. Then stand back up on your own feet. As Kat walked away through the nearby park, she noticed Liam staring at Abe with an expression she couldn't quite read. Something about it made her uneasy, as if this encounter wasn't truly over. Chad and Kat, a look that says too much. A little later, still thinking about his bizarrely embellished dating profile, Chad nearly bumped into Kat, who was now icing her wrist. The moment Chad saw the injury, concern washed over him. Kat explained the attempted theft, trying to reassure him. But beneath her calm explanation was something unspoken, something both of them had carefully avoided for weeks. Still, Kat stepped back emotionally. She told him she couldn't stay near him right now. Her voice was soft, but the words were heavy. They exchanged a lingering, quietly painful glance before she walked away. Chad stood still for a long moment, feeling the weight of everything she wasn't saying. An app profile sent into the world. Finally alone again, Chad returned to Leo's wild, flamboyant edits. The lines were ridiculous, bold, even embarrassing, and somehow, they made Chad smile. With a small shake of his head, he tapped the button. His profile was officially out in the world. Or, at least, out in Salem, which can be a world of its own. No one knows what will happen next. But in a single day filled with danger, honesty, longing, and love, one thing is clear: Salem never lets a heart stay still for long.